real entrepreneur does is once there's a real problem in money, an entrepreneurial venture. So this is Cliff Weitzman again. Cool.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Cliff Weitzman. I was here for 15 minutes last week. I spoke in the last section for about 50 minutes, and because people really liked what I spoke about, Professor Hazeltine invited me to speak again here today. I'm going to start off talking about what to do after you have an idea and you've prototyped it. So last week I was here with a prototype, and that's kind of all I had. I'm going to show you what I did in the past week. And then later on, we can talk about other topics. In the third section last week, we talked about MVPs, or minimum viable products, how to come up with ideas, how to recruit a team, how to validate an idea, how to market, how to practice being an entrepreneur, and about other stuff that I've done. So I highly welcome questions really throughout the thing. So last time I was here, we talked about CellArmor, which was the product that I was developing, and I came here with a prototype that I had. And I came here, well, mainly because I like talking about this kind of stuff and sharing my passion for it, but also because I wanted to do market validation to see if this is something that people would buy. And I very conclusively decided and learned that this is not something that college students would buy. So since then, I've pivoted, and now I'm doing the same product, but focusing on moms. So we had a week. In that week, I built a website for it. So this is cellArmor.com. Or getcellArmor.com, and it's basically a website that is going to help me sell the product that I've made. So the way that I built the website is I found a friend who has built websites before, and I asked him for help. So something that I highly advocate is in whatever you do, doing it alone is first of all not fun, and secondly just not efficient. So whenever you can, delegate work. And if you don't have anybody to delegate work to, find people to work with. So my friend's name is Max, and he initially started helping me, and then it started to be like a longer-term thing. So the way that we arranged our agreement with each other is instead of doing equity, we decided that I'm going to pay Max $55 per hour, but I would only pay him out of revenue I make off of CellArmor, which means I don't have to put any money down. So for every $10 I make off of selling CellArmor, 3 of those will go to Max until I fully pay him back for the $55 per hour. So he spent about 4 hours helping me build this website. So 4 times 55, over the next couple of months, he's going to get that money from the revenue that CellArmor is going to make when I sell it off this website. The other thing I did is thought a little bit more about how I'm going to make the actual product. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to approach a dry cleaners down the road in Providence, and whenever they're not actually dry cleaning stuff, they're going to help me manufacture it. So all I need to do for this product is to cut it and then hem it. So they're hopefully going to help me do that. And then once they finish building the product, if an order comes in, they'll just drop it off at the post office and ship it to whoever ordered it. And they're also going to get the order by email. So I really don't need to be very involved, and it really does not require me to go to China or to New York to find someone to manufacture it. Right now, since this is in small quantities, this is the most effective way of doing it. So I also built a video because I highly believe that videos are very helpful for selling stuff. So I literally filmed this yesterday on my iPhone and edited it in iMovie. So I'm going to show you part of it just because I think it's useful to see what you can do with an iPhone.
Keep your cell phone in your pocket.
You can actually affect the sperm in males with these devices.
Completely changed the way I've used my cell phone. I try not to carry it in my pocket.
I've certainly spoken to experts who say that they themselves do not carry it on their bodies, that they figure why take that risk.
The World Health Organization classifies cell phone radiation in the same carcinogen category as lead paint, engine exhaust, and chloroform. Hi, I'm Cliff Weitzman. I study energy physics at Brown University. When I first read about the research that shows cell phone radiation has negative effects on our health, I was worried that every time I put my phone in my pocket, I couldn't stop the radiation from passing through my clothes and into my skin and reproductive organs. So that day, I started working on CellArmor. CellArmor is a conductive fabric made out of organic silver that blocks cell phone radiation from passing through. Here's how it works.
So if I call my phone, it will pick up the call within about 5 seconds. But if I cover it, it will not pick up the call. In fact, it will be a voicemail because the material blocks the radiation from passing through. But here's the clever part. CellArmor only covers about 20% of your pocket. So on the inside, you're completely protected, while on the outside, you're still getting perfect reception. CellArmor is made out of soft, flexible silver string.
Alright, so that explains basically what a video can do, and how easy it is to just build like a video in a day and put it on your website. I'm going to ask you guys for a favor. Can everybody who has a laptop out close it until I finish speaking, especially if you're in the back row? Thank you. Okay, so in addition to that, I went down to RISD and had someone there help me make the images, because I myself am not great at photography, and I knew that she could do a better job than me. So all I did was go down and find someone to help me do that. I didn't need to pay her, I didn't need to give her equity. All I need to do is go and talk to people and find someone who is interested in this kind of stuff. Now RISD has an industrial design major, which is the most popular major at RISD. So finding people who are interested in making products and marketing products and building packaging for products is really, really easy. And she was just excited about helping with this. And I found that in everything that I built, there's a lot of people who are interested in doing this kind of stuff. So I just went down to the industrial design building at RISD and met with her 4 times, and she helped me really do stuff that I could never have done myself. So this packaging, for example, she helped me build. I could have never done this myself. We just went down to the RISD store, bought some cardstock, went back to the industrial design building, and designed it. When she initially made this, it didn't have this logo or this wording. She literally added that with Illustrator and Photoshop afterwards. So that's just a good example of how easy it is to really rapid prototype things, even before you have them. Once I actually sell this to people, it will have this, like this insignia and this logo on it, but for the meantime, this is a much faster way of doing it. This image, for example, is also something that she took on her carpet using natural lighting from the window. So it's very easy and very quick to do all this kind of stuff, especially if you work with someone who knows what they're doing. So if you click the Buy Now button, it leads you to a page that has all the products and all the tiers from what I'm offering. And then if you click Buy Now, let's say for the family pack, a customer has the option of entering in their information and actually purchasing the product. So in less than a week, I went from having an idea and coming here to validate it to actually having a functioning website where people can put in orders and actually purchase the product, and from which I can actually make money as an entrepreneur. With regards to how to market the site itself and get it out to people, there's a couple of useful ways of doing that. The first one is using Google Ads or Facebook Ads. So what I'm going to go with is Google Ads, which I'm probably going to set up after I finish my econ midterm tomorrow morning. Basically, all you do is go to Google and set up Google Ads. And when somebody searches cell phone radiation on Google, there'll be an ad in the side that talks about cell phone radiation and directs them to my website. Now, most people don't click on those ads, but some do. Let's say 1 out of 300 people will click on that ad. That's still a lot of people. And once they click on that, let's say 1 out of 100 people who visits the website will purchase something from the website. Again, that's a small number, or that's a small percentage, but given how many people search cell phone radiation on Google, it's still enough people where I'm making a hefty profit. So Google Ads is one way of doing it. The other way is using something like Facebook ads. In my case, I'm more targeting people who are interested in cell phone radiation that Facebook can't tell you about. But if you're interested in like college students or moms between the ages of 40 and 50, you can go to Facebook and have Facebook targeted ads for individual demographics. The other way to get the website popular is to use SEO, or search engine optimization. Google has an algorithm based on which it ranks what link comes first. And that's a lot of it based on the links that your website is referred to and the wording that you use and stuff like that, so you can work to make sure that you're at the top of Google. Other ways of doing it is reaching out to bloggers and not authors, people who write stuff, journalists, people who write stuff for newspapers, and just sending them a cold email saying, "Hi, I have this cool product. Would you write a blog post about it or an article about it?" And the other way is like go to Facebook groups and just leave the link there and explain what it is. And it's amazing how much responses you can get out of something like that. I'm going to pause for a second if there's any questions. I love questions, so ask them. Yes?
Can you tell that people visit your website?
Great question. Yes, you can. So you can have a counter on your website that tells you how many people have visited your website, which is very important because you can figure out metrics as a result. There's another really popular method in lean startups or entrepreneurship called A/B testing. So something I could do is, first of all, use a different wording in every ad that I have. So let's say I want to test if buy CellArmor or protect yourself from radiation is a more effective tagline. I can just have both ads, and first person gets ad A, second person gets ad B. Third person gets ad A, fourth person gets ad B, and I figure out what the conversion rate is as a result of that.